Welcome back. We've had another stunning Sydney day. Top temperatures were above average for this time of year. Richmond and Penrith reaching 37 degrees. That's about 8 degrees hotter than usual. Cooler along the coast, Terry Hills climbing to 27. The sunny skies stretching right across the state with hardly any rain recorded. Burke the hottest, 42 degrees. Broken Hill not far behind at 41. Right now, some north to northeasterly winds along the coast creating a fresh afternoon sea breeze. Wollongong a lot cooler at 23. On to the maps tomorrow, very hot in the northeast and central areas with maximum temperatures well above average. Isolated showers and gusty thunderstorms are expected across the southeast and west in the morning. After gusts across the state today, the Bureau of Meteorology is extending its strong wind warning for coastal areas. Tomorrow the wind will be even stronger in Batemans Bay and Eden. That's where a gale warning is in place. Across the country tomorrow, sunny and a top of 33 for Brisbane, a possible early shower in Canberra, 29. Cloudy and 22 in Melbourne, 22 in Adelaide and Perth, 27. Back home, mostly all in the 30s tomorrow, showers and possible thunderstorms ahead for much of the state. Bathurst reaching a top of 33. Along the coast, Wollongong 35, a scorching 40 degrees in Newcastle. On to Sydney, mostly sunny in the morning, then partly cloudy in the afternoon, a top of 38. There's a 50% chance of rain showers very likely in the evening. Despite showers and storms, the west is still in for a scorcher. Penrith and Richmond both heading for a top of 41. The city peaking at 38, Cronulla reaching 39. In the city, top temperatures will drop Saturday, 26 with a possible shower, fine and 28 on Sunday. Then at this stage, a top of 29 for New Year's Eve with a possible shower and the chance of a thunderstorm. A similar day for our first day of the year, 28. Then on to our west, a beautiful sunny day, fine and a top of 33, heating up to 32, and New Year's Eve and 33. So certainly in for some hot and very wet days ahead, Jane.
Hello again. It's been a scorcher in Melbourne and no doubt would have felt even hotter for those who were at the MCG for the Boxing Day test. The city reached 37 degrees and that was after a warm night. It didn't drop below 21. Most of our suburbs made it to 36 or 37, even hotter in Epping, 39. Ferny Creek did lag behind a little, 32 degrees there. And winds have been quite gusty, more than 100 kilometres an hour across the bay. A gust of 85 kilometres an hour was recorded at Avalon. Further out, it crept into the 40s at Mildura and Swan Hill, the high 30s all through the north. In the south, Aries Inlet made it to 37 degrees and very windy. Colac recorded a gust of 140 kilometres an hour. Now you can see those strong winds ahead of this cold front. The front moved into our west an hour ago and it will clear out tomorrow, leaving us in a milder southwesterly airflow. And this is how Friday is looking around the country. Stormy conditions in Sydney and hot, 38 degrees. A possible early shower in Canberra, 29. Much cooler in Hobart, just 19 degrees. It will be cooler statewide tomorrow, especially in northern parts. Maximums will be at least 10 degrees lower than today. The high 20s in the south, between 20 and 23 degrees. And the severe weather warning is still in place for this area in orange. Damaging wind gusts are possible in the Mallee, Wimmera and southwest districts. And a statewide total fire ban is still in place for the rest of the night. Around town, western suburbs are heading for 23 or 24 tomorrow. A little cooler through the east, 21 at Frankston and at Rosebud. And on the other side of the bay, Geelong is in for a sunny day, heading for a top of 23. And if you're planning to get to day 2 of the cricket, it will be more enjoyable than today, 22 degrees in the city. Then Saturday could be quite damp with some showers around and a breezy afternoon, 25 degrees. More settled on Sunday, 25 again and partly cloudy. Monday looks great. Mostly sunny, 29 and 25 degrees for both New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. Dry conditions as well, and then next Thursday it should reach 23. But tonight will cool down significantly, dropping to 16. Winds will ease overnight, and after a cloudy morning, it should reach a top of 22. So much more comfortable if you're heading to the G tomorrow, Brett.
Yeah, that's right, Josh. We've got absolutely nothing to complain about when it comes to Boxing Day in the southeast. It's been such a beautiful day. I'm finishing up my day at Wellington Point Beach, and it's been absolutely magical as the sun has gone down over the bay, and by the water is exactly where you're going to want to spend the next couple of days, because it really is going to heat up right across southeast Queensland. But before we get stuck into that, let's talk about some of today's temperatures. It was just below 28 up on the sunny coast, 30 in the city, 28 down at the Redlands. At the border, Coolangatta 27, and it was the same out at Toowoomba, just slightly warmer, 28 there. From above you can see hot dry winds blowing across the southeast of Australia, raising fire danger and dust, and from tomorrow they're going to blow over to Queensland's west as well. Looking around the country now, it was a top of 38 and potentially a storm down in Sydney for tomorrow, 22 and partly cloudy in Melbourne, a nice change from the scorcher they've been dealt today, 22 in Adelaide, rainy, and a top of 34 for Darwin, 29 in Canberra. Back home and up north, 32 degrees and clouds forming in Cairns. Townsville's still looking good though, 31 degrees there. Beautiful at Yeppoon, 30 degrees on the coast there, 31 and sunny in Bundy. Here in the southeast corner, we're looking at 32 degrees and clear skies at Caloundra, 33 at Caboolture, the same at Ferny Grove. Logan Central, 33 as well, the same at Narang and out at Toowoomba as well. Out on the bay tomorrow, winds northerly around 10 knots, increasing to 15 to 20 knots before dawn, then 25 knots offshore in the late evening, seas below a metre. And in Brisbane tomorrow, a top of 33 and another perfect day, but enjoy it because Saturday will be a different story, spiking to 37 degrees, cloudy with a chance of thunderstorm and the possibility of rain growing as we head into the weekend. It's looking like we're going to have a rainy New Year's, guys. I'm sorry about that. Out at Ipswich, getting up to 36 degrees tomorrow, 39 on Saturday, then down to 35 on Sunday. Thankfully, down on the Gold Coast, up to 36 on Saturday, cooling off after the weekend. The drizzle making a comeback there too, and much the same up on the Sunshine Coast this week, getting up to 35 on Saturday, cooling off when those showers return. So Josh, my big recommendation at the moment is to get out and enjoy tomorrow. We are seeing the very best of a southeast Queensland summer at the moment, but over the next couple of days we're going to see the not so nice side of it.
Yeah. Well, it's been a mixed bag of weather right across South Australia for this Boxing Day. Here in Hindmarsh Square, it crept up to 30.6 degrees. It was a busy night for air conditioners across the state, the overnight low dipping to only 27. Right now it's sitting at 20 degrees. In and around the suburbs, it was a warmer day if we were up north, 30 at Elizabeth and 31 for Mawson Lakes. Stayed warm by the bay for beachgoers, hitting 30 there, and 27 in the hills. Looking across the northern part of our state today, and towns there felt both the heat and the cool change. Ceduna topped 24, it was 35 for Port Augusta, and Clare Valley managed 30. It was a very hot 39 degrees for holidaymakers in Renmark. Over on Kangaroo Island, it was 25 degrees at Kingscote, and Mount Gambier reached 31. If tomorrow's the day you set off on travels, you can expect a cool arrival in Melbourne, just 22, sunny and 33 in Brisbane, and Perth expecting 27. Back home, and our northern centres will be in for similar weather to today. Port Lincoln going for 23, Whyalla partly cloudy, also 23, 28 at Roxby Downs. On the Yorke Peninsula, partly cloudy and 23 in Maitland. Just a little bit of sunshine in the Barossa, and Victor Harbour could be in for some rain. There's a warning tonight for damaging wind gusts over parts of eastern SA heading into the evening, and strong wind warnings remain in place for tomorrow for south central coast and upper and lower southeast coasts. On metro waters, winds southwesterly 15 to 25 knots, seas up to 2 metres. Closer to the city, and the cooler conditions will continue across the suburbs. Outer Harbour expected to top 21, 22 at Marion, and down south Noarlunga can expect a possible shower, also 22 degrees. Here in the city, and there's a chance of a shower, most likely in the morning, going for a top of 22, dropping to 15 tonight. Expect a little bit of everything this weekend. Saturday, those showers are continuing, but the sun is likely to reappear for Sunday, 26 the top, 31 on Monday. New Year's Eve will be a mostly sunny day with a top of 31 degrees, and the first day of 2025 set to be a cracker, staying sunny and mostly 28 degrees.